That's a good one. Let me adjust the camera. There we go. It's my time. It's my time. It's another Eurovision podcast. Welcome everybody out there. It's me, it's Sam Rabey, and this is episode 7, I believe, of my Eurovision podcast. Now, I have some great news for you at the end of this podcast. One of the I'm going to leave it as that. It's a big announcement at the end. It's absolutely fantastic. We're in for one country, but it's not officially recognised yet, but it's a big announcement. Let's wait and see. So I'll round up this week's news. So firstly, I'll go to, obviously if you subscribe to my channel, you would have seen a lot of my prediction videos. I got 2 right this weekend instead of 1 the previous, and first one I got right was Ukraine's national final. Marov with the song Siren Song. Toby, get down! 3, 2, 1. Sounds similar to their Junior Eurovision song, so it's that's always good because their Junior Eurovision artist this year was actually really good. She's a very confident young lady. I think she's only 13, and she did perform first as well. Right, you just get up there and lie down. So I think this will go down very well. At the moment in the hall, it's doing okay in people's predictions at the moment, sort of second overall. Just one thing to be a bit careful of is the sexualised clothing that is inside of this song, which is a bit worrying. But then again, if we think back to 2005 when they won, it was quite sexualised back then, so you never know. Moving on to Denmark. Now they're sending Leonor with the song Love Is Forever. This is a big mistake from them. It's not a great song. I think I had it 5th or 6th on my list. I'm gutted they're not sending 2 upbeat tempo songs that they had there this year. This reminds me of Saluna Same with the song Should've Known Better. She's now busking on the streets from what I've seen as well, which is great. It's a great shame. It's got that sort of country vibe to it, which makes me think of Saluna, who did get to the final, but didn't really do too much in said final. So it's we'll just have to wait and see. I don't think Denmark are going to qualify. They're in that second semi-final. It's going to be very hard for them to get anything out of that now. So just have to wait and see. Now, one of my favourite sections is here, Lithuania. Thank God Monica is not going to Eurovision. That traitorous so-and-so taking up my favourite song, Criminal. Unfortunately, she only finished second to Urias, Run With Lions, which I absolutely love this song, but looking at other people's videos, it's not getting a lot of love at all. Lithuania could struggle to get to this final at this rate, which is a great shame because vocally he was absolutely perfect, near enough all the way through the song. His falsetto is brilliant. There's no one really out there singing a similar song, so people will vote for it. I just hope he works on the chorus vocally for the first time. First time he goes into the chorus is pretty weak in the performance. That's the only thing that I've got bad to say about the song. Obviously Lithuanians loved him. They gave him 12 points from the jury and 12 points from the public vote. Thank you, Chris. You love the Lithuanian song too. I don't know what's going wrong there. It's a great song. If you have to listen to it, Urias is Jurijas or Jus, I think. Just type in Lithuania 2019, you'll find it. It's a great song. It's very catchy. I can see it doing very well, but it's in the first semi-final as well, so it will qualify for the final, I believe. I'm sure they're in the first. We just have to wait and see. If he does nail it on the night, I reckon he will get top 10, just like Eva Zazamukaita did last year, which was another, again, one of my favourite songs last year. Moving on to Hungary, Paparazzi is back at Eurovision. He is the third artist to come First semi-final or the second? I think he's in the first. Lithuania, I believe. Um, or did you mean the first half of the second semi-final, Chris? I don't get what you meant. So Popiotzi's back, third person back after Serhat for San Marino and Sergei Lazarev of Russia. This time Popiotzi actually was back in 2017 when he came. You're an idiot, Chris. It wasn't my choice. I think it's the wrong choice for Hungary as well. There are better songs. Acoustic Planet, who finished second, was the best choice for me. And then the big favourite didn't get through to the final four, which is a bit strange actually. I was quite surprised to see that. I believe they'll struggle this time, depending which semi-final they're in. But he's obviously known in the Eurovision community, so we're probably looking at this year's Alexander Rybak, aren't we? He'll qualify for the final and then bombing it. So yeah, that's basically. I'm a bit disappointed with Papiozzi because he was fantastic the first year, and this song is it's just not up there. It's very disappointing. And just to let you know, we've hit a new record. We've got 3 viewers tonight, so thank you to everyone watching. Germany. Now, I've saved, as I said, that we've gone down to 2, lovely. So, Germany, and they picked Sisters with the song Sisters. Oh, God. There were better entries in their national final. And if you look back over the last sort of couple of years, there's many entries that didn't deserve to come last for Germany, like Jamie Lee with the song Ghosts in 2016. And then Lavina in 2017, she came next to last. They didn't deserve that sort of fate. And it's just like, I think Sisters are going to be down there, to be fair. It's staged absolutely brilliantly, nothing like it before. So that's going to do some sort of damage to the jury votes, but they're not going to do too well with the public because they were vocally quite poor. The blonde one was the worst vocalist, I believe, but then when I was trying to listen to the other one, she didn't sound too much better either. So it's a weird one with Germany. They've staged it absolutely brilliantly, but haven't got 2 singers who can't knock it out the park for them. So a lot of work has to be done before I feel I can put that any higher in my top 10. And then we come to Sweden, to Melody Festivalen. Heat 4 was last night. What on earth is happening? I'll go through who sort of went through. So my man John Lundvig got through last night with the song Too Late for Love. Now, I didn't like this when I first heard it, on the little snippet I heard. Actually, last night it really did work. The staging was spot on, as expected with John Lundvig. He's a brilliant singer anyway. And luckily, he gave the UK his better song. I know Chris agrees, who's watching. Bigger Than Us is a better song than Too Late for Love. I do think John Lundvig will probably finish first or second in the final out of the men. It's going to be between him and John Henrik Verhagen for the top male. Just have to wait and see. Second song, Bishara, got through last night with On My Own, a 16-year-old talking about having someone in his bed. He's an okay singer. He's not brilliant of any sorts. The song was piss poor, but then you have to look at who wrote it, which was Benjamin Ingrosso, who represented him last year. But once he had to redo his song, the second time after he got through, he actually sang it really well. Just when people were voting for it, he was quite poor. So if he could sing it like after he got through, he could do well in that final. I hope it doesn't go because the song is piss poor. It's probably the weakest song that's got through, to be fair. Now I know Chris is going to like this next part. Arvin Garner, the 1992 Swedish representatives got to Andra Chanson, so they're back next week with the song I Do. Now, when I heard this song, it sounded outdated. It was just boring. It was not for me. But it's slowly grown. I mean, every time I hear it, all you can get in your head is I do, da 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 da, and it just keeps going. It's a very good song in that sort of aspects. Um, but I'll get to something a bit later on about that. Now, my favourite last night, Lisa Ajax only got to Andrew Chanson with the song Torn. Now, in the whole of Melody Festival, I actually place her first out of the women. I think the song is just a bit better than Victoria's. They're very close, those two, for the best female. I think Lisa Ajax actually beats it. And for the second week running, my best song of the week got through to Andrew Chanson instead of going through. And last week it was Rebecca Carlson. It's a shame because Lisa Ajax's performance was fantastic last night. I couldn't, I really enjoyed it. There were some pitching issues when she was trying to hit the high notes, but apart from that, it was a really good performance and she should have gone through instead of Bishara to the final. Then we had Anne-Louise Hansen, which was, yes, Victoria may have had rain, but so did Ruth Lorenzo, Chris. I just remember that. And so did Jedward, so come on. Anne-Louise Hansen, a lady from God knows when back, the 70s, I believe. The song was incredibly dated. And she looked very shocked to get through the first round. So obviously she finished fifth, which was good. Anton Hagman was a bit meh. Again, the song last time when he beat Loren and Andrew Chanson was a bit meh. And then Pagan Fury with the song Stormgrimmer was actually a really good song, rock song as well. I was hoping that would get to Andrew Chanson. It actually finished last in the heat last night, which is a great shame. Didn't deserve that at all, especially as Anne-Louise Hansen got through. Goodness. They've released who's facing off in Andrew Chanson. So Rebecca Carlson is going up against Arvin Garner. Lisa Ajax, I believe, is going up against another decent... Oh, Martin Sternmark. So the four best songs going up against each other. So God knows what they're doing in Melody Festival this year, because they had all the good songs in Heat 3. And a load of rubbish has got to the final. So well done, sweetie. You know what you're doing, clearly. Clearly they've been hit back from last year. Now, before I go on to next week's finals, big news out. The Cyprus song from Tamta Replay, the song is called, has been leaked online. Now, I've had a quick listen to this, and it's bad news for Ukraine. They're using the same siren sounds that Ukraine are using in their song. So there's going to be very, very bad news, I think, for Ukraine. It's not the right one. I have no idea what you're talking about, Chris. So basically, Cyprus' song from Tamta this year is a mixture of Eleni Forever song last year and the Ukraine entry from this. It's not the right... Oh, the Cyprus is apparently not the right one. But if it is the right one, Ukraine are in trouble because it is the same sort of thing. I've heard early reports from Wee Wee Blogs. They've heard the song months ago that they're doing something similar like they did with Eleni last year. So you never know if it is the right one. If it's not the right one, it's not the right one. But if it is, I think Ukraine's moreover is going to be in big trouble because, well, I haven't heard those reports. I've only heard of you, Chris, if these reports, if they might not be chucked out. Ukraine, that is. So we'll have to wait and see until, I think it's week Monday, Tamta's releasing their song. So we'll have to wait then. So next week, one artist is releasing their song. Belgium, Elliot's record is coming out on Thursday the 28th this week. And then it's a very, very busy weekend. We have 7 national finals. Oh, thank you, JJ999. Cyprus and Ukraine in the same semi-final, in semi-final 1. That could be very interesting. Because you would probably hope they'd put, if they're both in the same half as well, you hope they put one at the start and one at the end. You would not want to put them together. But let's just wait and see what the real Cyprus song is. So yeah, we've got 7 songs, 7 finals this weekend coming. And Sweden's Andrew Chanson. So I'm going to be doing pre-selection videos for all of those, including Andrew Chanson this time. You've got Iceland with the BDSM band, who have said if they do win Songkreppen this year, they will not go to Tel Aviv. Obviously, there's been some controversy with Iceland entering this year because a lot of people wanted to postpone it due to the human rights in Israel. Norway, they got their Melody Grand Prix this week as well. Georgia, the end of the road for Georgian Idol, pop idol in their country. Finland, their song selection is this week as well on the Saturday. The song final, we already know it's Durand. 3, I've heard quick snippets of them. The songs sound very, very similar. Poor choice in that aspect, but the songs are good. Nothing like sort of Sal Alto's choices where there were some definitive differences between the 3. And then we got Portugal selecting their artist, and normally wacky nation of Moldova. And then the Sunday, Serbia have their national final. They got, I believe it's Monday and Wednesday, Monday and Thursday their semi-finals are this week. Or it could be Tuesday and Thursday. And we'll wait and see who gets through those. So that's basically the end of the video. Thanks for the thumbs up for one. Welcome, Jay, to the channel. This is your first video, I do understand. It's good chatting to both of you. If you do like this, subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up if you like, thumbs down if you don't. Leave some comments below. I need some questions, guys, so put them in the comments below as well, and I'll answer them next week for you. Just to let you know, Jay, I mentioned him. This is Toby, the co-host. All he does is sleeps. Yeah, and I get to tell him off at the start of the video because he's always mucking around. Yes, I'm talking about you, mister. Yes, I am. So that's basically it. Wait for my pre-selection videos in the week, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching, guys. That's another end of another